Right, I've wrote a bit of a sketch out there just to remind me where all my bushes is going and stuff. Whack a quick sky in here. I think might stick a bit of landing bottom there and all. There, that's it. So, right, let's get a bit of this in. I think I'll just go straight through all my trees and bushes at this stage. I don't think it's going to matter. Right, let's wash that brush out and get into some blue. I think I'll just use a cerulean blue. That'll do for this, I think. Oh, I'll tell you what, let's turn that sideways. I don't want that dripping straight down at an angle. I want it to drip in sideways, so we'll turn it sideways. Oh, yes, look at that. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's perfect. Right, let me put some of that blue into that path, and then some more of that cream colour. Light red and lemon yellow. If you've got yellow ochre or some raw sienna, even better. There, put a bit more of that blue in and all, just to. There, that's just me mud. It's just me mud. Might get another layer on that, yeah. Let's soften that across there a bit and get some hills and stuff in. A bit in there and all, just a bit of underpainting in there. Right, that'll do. Let's get old fair dryer and dry all that. Nearly dry, I think so. That'll do. Right, now then, let's get. We've got some quite bright trees and things in here now, so let's get. There's a nice bright one here. Just sort of bright. One side there. And it gets a bit darker. Oh yeah, look at that. These leaves are sort of curling up like that. Back into that light colour. Try and get them leaves about right, that's it. Oh, I like that. Back to that dark. Try and get a nice mixture of the two. Just keep blending backwards and forwards as. Yeah, I think something like that. That's not looking bad, is it? That it's a bit of a distance. Right, what we've got another light green one here, so we'll whack some of that in. And that's here. Just try and brush up for that one, I think. That's that one there, and that one there is more of a creamy colour. So let's try that. That's better. More creamy colour. It's like a greeny, creamy colour. That's not bad. There. And pop a bit more yellow in it. There, that looks quite nice. Then this one. We'll have some more yellow in that one. Some of that green colour. Brush up a bit more. Some of that green colour just bashed on top of that. This is called stippling. And then some of that really dark colour to there as well. Something like that. I think that'll do for now. Is that creamy colour dark enough there? Let's get into that creamy colour there a bit more. See if I can text a bit darker. That looks better, just into a little bit in there. And a bit more in there, I'm thinking. There, that looks nice, doesn't it? There. Sounds a pound. All right. There's a sort of creamy yellow bush in there. Let's mix that colour up Now it's creamy yellow colour. So it's cream colour, but leaning slightly more towards yellow. And this is a wetter paint, because I'm going to want this to splodge in with my other colours in a minute. Take that right up there. I'm going to want that to splodge in. Right. Have I got like a battered edge brush just to tap this in here? Just want to break that edge up there. There. Just to break that edge up. There, that's nice. That top bit's not going to matter because I'll be mixing that with some dark, really dark green in a minute. Right, so now I want some really, really dark green mixing up. I want it doing pretty quick because I want that to still be wet when I whack it in. So if I come into there now, into there like that, while that's still wet, round into them bits. There, I'm negative painting into that bit, look. See that? And that bit there, and that bit there. That's all negative painting. Well, I think I'll get this. This is an hard bristled spiky brush. If you haven't got one of these, just get an old synthetic brush and batter all the end up on it. Or dab it with your finger. You can do this with your finger. A bit of finger painting, you've seen me do that before. There. It's just to blend that in. Looks alright, doesn't it? Aye. Right, now then. So. Get some of this in here now then. These are me pine trees, you see. Loads of pine trees. See how easy that is? Just whacking them in. Let's say I'm coming up a bit higher on this side. Some are closer, some are farther away. Coming right over here. That's not a bad idea to do that. And then get some run some bigger ones in and stuff like that. That's the edge of that one there, look. Some of this dark stuff and all, look. This is really dark now. Some of this is like it's Payne's grey mixed in. So you got yellow and blue for my green, and then I've just mixed Payne's grey in to just sort of proper get that darkness in. Then it sort of goes lighter. It sort of gets lighter now. So if I mix that in there, for some reason this side sort of gets a bit lighter. I'm not really sure why, it just does. We don't ask, we just do what's from the reference photo. Nah, I've not actually got the reference photo anymore. But I just found an old painting what I've done. So, there. There, that goes lighter now, that side. Into there, like that, look. There. That's looking quite good, isn't it, that? Well, maybe it's a little bit darker around some of this bottom area here. Oh, that's it. Now then. Now we've got, let's, what colour we got? Some greens. I want some reddy brown colours really. Let's get some reddy brown mixed up. Bit of reddy brown colour. And some bright yellow. There, that's nice. So we've got some bright yellow coming down here. And leave a few white gaps in that. And come sort of right down here as well, like that. Yeah, that's nice. Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. Sort of reddish colour. Bit more red. See, there's a lot of this red in it. Dee dee dee. Dee 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 dee. Some more red there. And some more of this red. Down in and about around there. That's got more of a brown colour. Not worried. Don't mind. Right, let's mix some creamy yellow up. Some of that in. And then some nice greens. Stabbing this in like grass, I think, on this close-up bit, probably the best way to do it. Well, I'll tell you what I should have done. Let's go back and do it. While I got this red knocking about, should have popped a bit more. Plenty of water in this, I think. Just a bit more into that path, I'm thinking. There. That's it, a bit more of that blue. Just because that's what I did before. There. That's nice, isn't it? Oh. There, lovely jubbly. There. Into some more greens on these edges. Dee, 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 dee. That's it, look. Dee, 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 dee. See, I'll do these close-up bits more like that, and then as I get further away, I'll do more of just strokey lines, because you're not going to see the grassy effects as much back there. Yeah. And that's it, look. Dee 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 dee. There. Dee dee dee. That's not looking bad, is it? Get a bit more yellow in on that, I think. A few more yellows. Quite a nice, bright looking picture, that is. There we are. There. Right, let's get back in here now. I'm going to thicken up this tree a bit here. Stick some more yellow in on it. Right up there a bit more, that's better. There. And then I'm going to get some more dark in on this back side of it. That's better. There, that looks better. Right, which way's my light coming in? Let's have some light coming in, shall we? Let's say it coming in this way. So that we're going to have a dark shadow coming off bottom of there and just sort of going up there like that. That's it. That's just my shadow off that tree there. Yeah, and we can have some bits of shadows coming, knocking about as well. I'm going with bits of darks and things everywhere. Look. Maybe some darks right bottom here for definite. Some darks in here. This is a bit closer up. As it gets further away, look, you drag your brush a bit more rather than doing the. So you can see the blades of grass, but as you get further away, the blades of grass are too short. You don't want to see them. Okay. There. This is the most relaxing hobby you'll ever get, I reckon. I've just been relaxing and listening to some of that flamingo guitaring. That sounded nice. Bit of flamingo guitaring. Let's have another bit of that in there. Thicken that one up a bit. This one here, let's have a tiny bit, but not too much, because that one's a little bit more distant. Let's have a bit more green on that one. Bit more green. Just into that one. That one's a bit closer. There we are. And I think some bits of grasses towards these endy bits. I think, you know what? I think we're not far off done. That's not looking bad, is it? Huh? I've covered most of my sky up. No, not that it matters. There we are. Right, tell you what I think I might, bro. Just get some little, if you put a few little twigs and stuff in, that always makes it look just a bit more interesting. Notice how with them twigs I've gone into dark bits where you can see into the tree. The light bits are coming towards you. Let's have a bit of something in here and all. Shall I have something in here? Oh, why not? Bit of something in there. Bit of something there. Brings it to life a bit, doesn't it? Tell you what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and bring this area a bit closer. So I'll do that by sticking in some darker colours. So I'm going to go for a really, really dark sort of mucky green there. Oh, that's nice. Let's try that. Right, so I'm going to come in this side and just bap in some bits and bobs like that, and then in places I'm going to go really, really thick and try and get some rocks and stuff in. I'll take some of that right back so it blends in. Right, that's that. Get a couple of rocks in. Can you see what I'm doing there? Look, just scraping in rocks. Some little ones back there, look. That's going slightly uphill, so I've tried to put my rocks in so it looks like they're going slightly uphill. And then anything, your fingernail, anything, might got no fingernails, so I just use a bit of something. Stick a few grasses in next to them rocks, and it always looks dead good, look. So I'm just scratching them in, because I'm using a thick paint here. So you need a thick paint. If you're struggling with these rocks, chances are your paint's not thick enough. So use a really thick paint, and a dark paint and all, to make the highlights in the rocks stand out. Yeah? Yeah, let's put that up there, aren't we? Right, I tell you what, I've got quite a lot of brown in this bit here, look, and browns around here, so let's stick some of them in. See how thick that paint is? That's what you want for this. Right, back into that green. I'll add a tiny bit more water than that. Back into this green. Stick some of that. Oh, another thing why this might, if you're having trouble with this, another reason you might be having trouble is if you're waiting too long and not working fast enough, because this will dry quick on you. So you've got to get them rocks in while it's wet. Once it's dried, you're going to be struggling. There, something like some nice big areas there for rocks, you see. Look at that. Whack them in. So I'll have a couple of little ones in there, look. Pretty fast. And then I'll get a big in there. Some little ones at the bottom, a couple more there. And work fast, like I say. You're only working fast because you don't want it drying on you. And then I'll have some blades of grass coming up behind them. And some coming in front. That sits it down into the ground. Can you see how I'm doing that? Look, just scratching it out. And I've got no fingernails, but if you've got fingernails, you can use a little finger. Just do fingernail ones. There we are. If you want to add some blades of grass in, with your rigger brush, you can. If you like that, look, with rigger brush, a couple there, look. You can do that. Put a couple on this to the side, look. A couple there. A couple of rigger brush grasses, they always look quite nice. So a couple down there, look. There. That's it. And then let me get nice watery paint. See, even this, it helps if you've had a bit of constructions on it. Right, for a signature, use a nice watery paint and pop a signature in. I'm going to go there. Try and go in a light bit if you're using the dark. Then you can see it. There. Shall I put Peter and Paul in? That sky's dry. Let's put Peter and Paul in. There's Peter. There's Paul. Flying rat. Looking for a few worms. There you are. I think that's alright to me. That looks okay to me. Let me stand back and have a look. Tempted to make that tree there tiny little bit darker. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Just a tiny little bit. Is that too much? some bit of shadow stuff there and all. That's a bit of shadow coming off it. I think that looks okay. It's going to dry a bit lighter. If you're not sure, like I said before, a bit of finger dabbing, a bit of finger painting can often soften an edge on some look. There we are. I'm happy with that. City on beach, innit?